Sitting on the front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on our front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Friday morning to you, the first day of May. Welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, along with producer and everything else that goes on around here, Ryan Fuller, the captain. Let's go to the lines. And good morning to you there, Adam Wade.
Well, happy Friday to you. How are you doing, Kenny?
Man, for the first day of the month, doing good. April showers are hopefully bringing a lot of pretty May flowers.
You know, it's hard to believe we have made it to the 5th month of the year already. I mean, wow, doesn't time just keeps on marching on.
You know, I've looked back too, and I believe this is the quickest 4 months of my life, and I'm 73 years old. But, you know, maybe that's because we're having a good time. I don't know.
Maybe it is. It seems like each year I end up saying that each year just gets a little quicker, and that's you know, from talking with my mom and dad and with others, it seems like that's what life does. That's why, man, we just need to take advantage of every day and count every day a blessing that we have.
I agree with you. And I think if we'll just slow down, I know I enjoy getting out and talking all day long. I enjoy volunteering over the Benjamin Russell Advanced Care Center on Wednesday afternoon and talking with people. And maybe in listening to people more. That's what I try to do, because out here I know I talk too much, but that's kind of what I do for a living.
Well, you know, what a good word, listening. Mitch and I were talking about that word on Sunday with a group of people, and Kenny, right after I started pastoring, the Lord started speaking to me about listening, and I wrote that word, just listen. I wrote it on a little yellow sticky note. I put it on my desk because so many times, Kenny, I hear things, but I don't listen.
Yeah, you're right.
And, you know, sometimes we just need to be in the ear for people, just to listen to what they're saying.
My listening, I mean, I can hear fine. You know, I'm very fortunate. I can see fine, I can hear fine, but hearing and listening is two different things.
That they are, and that's something I need to work on more every day, is really listening to others, to God, and just really listening to what, you know, man, out in our community, can we just, you know, listen to others, you know, what, sometimes people may speak a word, but what are they really trying to say?
But a lot of times, I'm glad you bring this up, because a lot of times listening, people are wanting to talk. They're wanting to get maybe something that's maybe not so much bothering, but just something that nobody else would listen to them. And if you'll just listen to them, sometimes they got a lot to say.
You're right. I'm going to try to do better at that. So that's Kenny. So, Kenny, you have had a good thought for the day so far. That is so good. I mean, we need to listen to others.
You're
right.
right.
We need to pay attention to what they're telling us.
Well, you're exactly right, and it's been a great week. But we'll just go ahead and turn it over. I'm going to listen to you right now. How about that?
Well, let me share with you. I have really enjoyed this week. I look forward to these times with you, and you know, every week, and I think it was maybe even on Tuesday or Wednesday, I read from 2 Corinthians, Paul. I love Paul, and I was reading in his letter to the church at Rome, Romans chapter 15, and he said, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Now, there is a whole lot in that verse, but I want to focus on the hope, because hope is more than just wishful thinking. I mean, it's good to have positive attitudes and to be wishful, but hope is more than just that. I think, Kenny, that hope is a confident expectation that God is still at work even when we can't see what's going on, or even when we can't see that finished product. Because, you know what, sometimes life feels uncertain. We don't know what's going on. Situations don't always change as quickly as we'd like. We don't get answers to prayers or answers to questions as quickly as we expect them. But that word hope, it reminds us that the story isn't finished. You know, that verse said that we may overflow with hope. Not just so that we'll have a little bit of hope, but that we may overflow. And I've got a coffee cup sitting in front of me, and of course I don't want that coffee cup to overflow. But if I look at that cup and I picture it being filled with hope, and if it's just overflowing in my life, isn't that good? Couldn't we all, if hope was just continuing to overflow in our lives, I think it would remind us that God's still moving, He's still working, and He's still bringing purpose out of every situation in our lives. So, Kenny, when we hold on to hope, it affects how we live. It gives us strength. When we don't feel like going on, it gives us strength to keep on going. It gives us courage to trust even when we don't feel like trusting. And it gives us that ability to see beyond this present moment of time when we may feel bogged down and without answers. But hope gives us the ability to see beyond that moment and know that God's still at work and there is still more. But notice in that verse that hope connects joy and peace. And while we've talked about joy and peace this week, joy on Monday, rejoice in the Lord, have joy, and then on Wednesday again, guardrails, but we talked about having peace. And when we have hope, we can be filled with that joy and peace. So, you know, as we wrap up this week, this Friday, I want to encourage the listeners that no matter what they may be facing today, no matter what challenges in their lives, to choose hope, not because everything is perfect, and not because all the answers are going to come today, but because what we said yesterday, that God is faithful. So the thought is hope may be that quiet confidence that God is still writing our story. Our story is not finished, and God is not finished writing your story. Have hope in Him today.
Amen. You know, I take those two words, hope, and peace with yourself. If you got both of those, and then I'm gonna throw in confidence too, man, you can lead a healthier life too, Adam.
You can. You know, a lot of it. We say mind over matter, and it's positive. You know, the power of positive thinking, and all of those are so real. And when you dig into them, they're all based on Scripture. They all go back to God's Word.
Right.
That's what it tells us. If we will put our hope in Him, it's going to help every part of your life. Doesn't mean your life's going to be perfect, but my goodness, I need more joy. I need more peace, more confidence, more trust in Him. And if we put our hope in Him, then that's what the Word says. We're going to have it.
Amen. Hey, thank you again. It's been a great week. Life Point Church, your service this weekend. Tell folks when it is, Adam.
Absolutely. Life Point Church, we're at 122 Poplar Road. We will have our Sunday morning worship service at 10:30. If you don't have a church home, we would love to invite you to come out and be with us. And we love God. We love people, and we just want to point others to Him.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the neighborhood real soon.
All right. See you soon, Kenny.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Adam Wade getting our Friday started, the first day of May. In fact, the temperature is about 10 degrees cooler this morning than it was yesterday morning. 55 right now. It's only going up to 68. We got showers coming in this afternoon, about a 50% chance of rain, 100% chance of rain tonight, low of 51. Going into the first weekend of May, about a 50-50 chance of rain tomorrow. upper 60s, low or mid 40s. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is going to low 70s, and Sunday. But by about Wednesday of next week, it's going to be in the upper 70s, and it's going to start out at 46 Sunday, 52 Monday, 58 Tuesday, and 60. So let's go warm up each and every day. There's your 5-day forecast by some folks that we just think the world of. That's the Alex City Marine, Yerke family. They see those temperatures getting on up, and they know people ready to get those boats out, pontoon, fishing boat, whatever you got. Make sure it's service from Alex City Marine. Salvation Army, good morning to you folks, and of course they'll be open today and tomorrow. For us, you're looking for bargains? Well, you just found them. You're looking for furniture? They've got it. Are you looking for glassware, pots and pans, and clothes, and a whole lot more? Salvation Army.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Family budgets are tight, but help is on the way. Doug Cannon will fight to eliminate the state grocery tax, putting real money back in your pocket. He's investing in workforce education, creating good-paying jobs right here at home, standing strong for law enforcement, supporting our veterans, and improving roads and rural broadband. A conservative leader, small business owner, not a career politician. Doug Cannon, proven leadership, real results for District 27.
I'm Doug Cannon. I'll be honored to earn your vote May 19th.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Since 1908, many talented tradesmen and women have proudly represented the Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air name. We are grateful for their commitment to excellence, always providing our clients with quality work that we're glad to guarantee you with 100% satisfaction. No matter the problem, the Dixie Electric team is here for you, serving the Montgomery and Auburn areas. Thank you for choosing a locally owned company.
For more information, go to calldixie.com.
Call Dixie and it's done.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Ronnie's Pine Straw. Good morning, and materials. Let me make sure we get it all in there. Ronnie, good morning to you. I'm talking about Ronnie Pitts, Highway 63. Right when you're going into Wind Creek State Park, you're just going to run right over it because it's right there on your left, right there where Tiny Homes is. They do deliver. Now, you can pick it up yourself. Hay, mulch, pea gravel, topsoil, gravel. I always like to say that. Pine straw. But they also deliver all that. So if you're looking for any of that today, give my buddy a call. In fact, let me give you that number to call, 256-537-3562. Oh, Ronnie boy, I like that boy right there, a whole bunch. You will too. Lake Martin Resource Association annual meeting tomorrow at the Prime Steakhouse. That will be from 8 until 10 tomorrow. Enjoy a free breakfast. Enjoy or hear updates from Aaliyah, Marine Patrol, and others. I know they'll be getting real busy here real soon. And let me tell you who our guests are today. Ivy Creek's Jessica Fuller will be out here with us at 6:30. Senator Jay Hovey, looking for re-election for District 27 Senate. And Michelle West from Main Street. A lot going on with Main Street. So we'll hear all about that about 7:30 this morning. Kentucky Derby Day. It's tomorrow. And it's even going to be at Martin's at Lake Martin. Oscars will be catering. Hat contest with prizes. You can watch the Kentucky Derby live on 25 TVs and 2 giant 258-inch screens. And then if you hang around long enough, at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Dixie Red Band, the whole band will be there. So put that on your things to do. Here's another, this is inside the square on Calhoun Street, downtown Alexander City, from 2 to 6 tomorrow. Kentucky Derby, sip and shop. Sip and shop. So y'all come on down to downtown Alexander City. So we got it going on this weekend. Skin screening Monday, May the 4th at 1 o'clock to 4 p.m. at the Cancer Center. It's free. Dr. Stephen Mackey, board-certified dermatologist, no appointment necessary. Show up for this. I know I do it every year. It's just to be on the safe side. Well, tonight's the night. Jonathan Bloom will be kicking off the Friday on the Green, 6:30 to 8:30 at Russell Crossroads. Family friendly, and that boy knows he can entertain you. He's been doing it for a while, all over the Southeast too. Cancer Thrivers Support Group will meet this coming Tuesday. I know George Miranda will be out here. When will you be out here, George? Let's see. Tuesday, the day of, which is Cinco de Mayo Day. Meeting will be at the Cancer Center at 1 o'clock on May the 5th. So put that on your things to do for next week. The second annual golf tournament. What I'm talking about is the Horseshoe Bend Quarterback Club second annual golf tournament at Lake Winds. That will be May 8th next Friday. So make sure you get signed up for that now. Next Thursday, National Day of Prayer. Glorify God among the nations, seeking Him in all generations. It will be at the First Baptist Church, downtown Alexander City at 6 o'clock this coming Thursday. Well, about to roll around here, May the 11th and 12th. I'm talking about throwaway days. And thank you to all the commissioners that have made this possible. Instead of just once every now and then, they do it once a quarter. This quarter will be May 11th and 12th, Double Bridges Old New Site School, the 13th and 14th, Stillwater's Highway 49, and Young's Ferry Mulligan, Alex City Annex. Also, the 15th, 16th, and 17th, that's at Lee Street. Next weekend, next Saturday, National Association, this is a yearly thing they do, National Association of Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger. It's real simple. It's a food drive. What you do is please donate non-perishable food items to your local food bank. have the food by your mailbox for the mail carrier to pick up. And to all the mail carriers, thank you. Thank you for what you've been doing all these years. Next weekend, man, I hate to miss this. I may have to run back from Birmingham and just to participate. The Hackneyville Volunteer Fire Department Fish Fry fundraiser, fish plates and chicken plates, fries, coleslaw, hush puppy, cakes, and a drink. It's only $15. It'd be the best $15 you ever spent. Some of the best food you will ever put in your mouth, too. That's May the 9th from 11 until 3 at the Hackneyville Volunteer Fire Department. This will, I got to check on this right here before I get to yapping about it. I know this is still going on. Of course, this is 100-year anniversary of Lake Martin 100-year centennial virtual fishing tournament. This is a bass and crappie tournament. First place bass, $5,000. First place crappie, $3,000. You know, you could be the winner of both of those, and it's not how big it is; it's how long that sapsucker is. So this will go on through June the 9th, and the way the first 4 months have gone by, June 9th will be tomorrow. Not really, but you know how quick it is. I got to find out more information on that before I get to yapping about it. May the 2nd, which is tomorrow, New York. I say this every time. New site football, youth football league. This is going on tomorrow from 8 to 12 at New Site or at Horseshoe Bend. Get signed up from 8 until 12. 2026 fee is $125 per child. This is, of course, you got to have a copy of your birth certificate. This is football and cheerleaders. So girls and boys, make sure you get signed up for that. I'm going to talk with this girl about this in just a little bit and this in just a little bit. Blues in the Park. The 10th annual Blues in the Park is coming up May the 16th. I know Iceberg is getting all ready for this. This is a free concert. It's at Strand Park, downtown Alexander City. Tents and coolers are welcome, but no grills. They'll have food trucks there. Tent setup starts at 10 o'clock, showtime at 2 o'clock, and most time it's about over with, about time the old sun goes down in downtown Alexander City. State of the Lake, this is May the 12th, which will be Tuesday week, 11:30 to 1 at First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall in Alexander City. This is the 1926, of course, 100-year anniversary of Lake Martin. Elks Lodge, I know they had that big bingo tournament last night. I wonder who won the big money. Well, here's some money that you can spend, some money spent wisely with the BPOE 1878 Elks Lodge right here in Alexander City. Boston butt sales going on right now. You can pick them up. Pickup dates May the 22nd, which is the going into Memorial Day weekend from 4 to 7 at the lodge for $45, fully smoked, ready to go. So put that on your things to do for May. At Martin's at Lake Martin, I ain't never seen so much going on in one place in my life. Don't forget about it. I'm going to go ahead and mention it now because you need to get tickets. Confederate Railroad will be there June the 26th. We'll be right back. Forbes Auto Sales, good morning to you in Kellyton, Alabama. Let's talk service because that's what they do to my vehicle or to a vehicle that you bought somewhere else, or even if you bought it from Forbes Auto Sales. They do excellent service. I've been dealing with them for years with my truck, my wife's vehicle. But Forbes Auto Sales, thank you for taking care of us for all these decades.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you. And now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you gotta get to Stillwater's Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round with cart weekly and an amazing $45 per weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse. Options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-307-1081 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwater's Country Club. Open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dadeville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Anthony's Plumbing. Anthony Waldrop, good morning to you. I hope this is going to be a good day for you. I hope this is going to be a real busy day for you because we know you're going to be taking care of a lot of folks that whether they got sewage issues, they got plumbing issues. His number, 256-596-1111. Let me give you that number again because it's an easy number to remember, but I don't want you to forget it. 256-596-1111. It's time to talk Ivy Creek stuff out here. They got a lot of stuff going on all the time. Jessica Fuller with us all.
Good morning.
It's always good seeing you. I see you every week.
I know.
Every week.
Just about it. Mm-hmm.
Tell them, because Ivy Creek covers so many different areas.
We do.
The area that you work in, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, so we cover, like you said, different areas. We are in our surrounding counties. Of course, we've got Tallapoosa County, Coosa County, Elmore, Clay, Lee County, Macon County. I mean, we are traveling.
Do you go into all those counties, or are you just right here in Tallapoosa County?
So I focus in Tallapoosa County because we do have several different office locations, and each office has their own little setup.
Every county does. Every county have an office.
No, not
Okay,
every
okay.
county. We do have an office in Elmore.
Elmore, you did in Elmore.
Of course, and then we've got one in Dadeville over by the hospital, and then ours in Alex City. So I primarily am covering Tallapoosa County, Lee County. I do go up to Opelika, which is kind of right there next to Macon County, and then Coosa.
But I think about from Dadeville, you got Opelika right there.
It is.
I mean, I know it seems like we're saying this more and more because it's happening. Lee County, Auburn, Opelika is moving this way.
Yeah.
We're moving that way.
Yeah.
We're Tallapoosa County and Lee County are so much connected, literally.
It really is. It really is. And I feel like Tallapoosa County is growing.
Oh,
and
it is.
everybody's kind of, networking together, and it's really showing.
Tell folks what your area covers. What do y'all do?
So with home health, our main goal is to keep people well. We're an extra set of eyes and ears for your doctor. So let's say, you go to your monthly appointment and, oh no, your blood pressure has been high. So now you've got new blood pressure medicine. Well, we need to make sure that you understand what you're taking and why you're taking it, so that we can prevent further complications. So it's really important that, your nurse is coming in once a week to check on you, go over everything, ask you how you've been feeling, report back to your doctor.
Be honest.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean, really,
be
really,
honest.
really.
That is true. We're, and that's the thing. People think that they have to say a certain thing when they're talking to a medical professional, but you really, just like you said, it's so important to just be honest.
Because, for instance, I'll use my wife, for instance, because she's gone through a lot this past year with the stage 3 rectal cancer, and y'all have been right there for her.
Yes.
And it means a lot. So, if I kind of get out of the way when y'all come by, and y'all have been so good, not just to come by, but to check on her.
Yes.
When it's not your time to come by.
Yes.
I mean, that's just going that extra Ivy Creek mile to me.
It is. Thank you. We do try to spend a little bit more time. That kind of is what sets Ivy Creek apart, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
Is we do have those nurses that want to take that extra step and just kind of build that relationship, and hey, you doing all right today? And because you might think you're doing okay, but then we get there, and as licensed, registered nurses, we see something totally different.
I think about what you're saying, and I also think about the extra call. But then it's not just the Ivy Creek that comes into your home. It's the Ivy Creek person that you see at the ball game with their children. You see them at the grocery store. So, and then of course, yeah, exactly right. But that goes so far. I don't know if y'all really realize it, or maybe you do realize. It does with us.
Yeah, I just try to be kind.
Yeah.
I try to choose kindness all day, every day.
Well, you got to have the passion for what you do, and you do. You love what you do, but you still got to know what you're doing.
That's right.
Too. I mean, it's not just having that kind heart. I don't think you or Ivy Creek can teach that kind heart. I think that's you go into
built
in. Yeah, you got to have that going in.
Yeah, I agree with that for
What
sure.
are some of the things, the duties, I guess, that Ivy Creek does when they come into your home?
So we have a care plan that is tailored to each patient that, you know, the doctor oversees and signs off on. But basically what we're doing is we're going to do a good head-to-toe assessment on you. We're going to check your blood pressure, your heart. We're going to listen to your heart, your lungs, temperature, vital signs, all the things. We'll ask you if you're having any pain. And, you know, again, it just goes back to being an extra set of eyes and ears for your doctor, because you might have something going on today and, you know, you call your doctor and, well, they're booked up, so can't get in like right now. So that's where Ivy Home Health comes in, and we're kind of, you know, we have that back office connection with these doctors. We're able to call and say, hey, doc, this is what's going on. What do you think? And they might, you know, start a new medicine or give a recommendation, and then we're helping keep you stable at home. Now, we still want you to go to your doctor's appointments.
Right, yeah.
I mean, definitely, by all means. But if there's something that's happening right now, and you know that doctor's office is booked up for 2 weeks, so that's when we're there to kind of step in and bridge that gap.
And you didn't have this issue yesterday. It just happened today when y'all came by. So, but what you're saying, for instance, and I'm going to use a doctor mentor, for instance, at the cancer center. So if for instance, with Ellen Dean, you know, she's having an issue she didn't have the last time you were in. Maybe it just happened today, and y'all were in. So you take that and you say, Dr. Mentor, this is going on. And most time they're going to, if it's serious enough, they recognize it, because it's that communication thing. They are going, Ellen, you need to get in today.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how it works?
And you know, sometimes it's, hey, they need to go to the ER.
Yeah,
you know?
You're right.
Not, okay, we can fix this at home. If we can't manage it at home, we're going to say, please go to the urgent care, please go to the ER, you know.
Right.
Whatever it needs to be done, but, you know, hopefully our goal is to catch it early and to prevent it from getting that far.
Prevent it. Stay ahead of it. That's one thing I've learned this year is stay ahead of the pain.
Yes.
And getting
Pain is hard.
dehydrated.
Yes, dehydration will make you feel awful.
Can y'all recognize, is dehydration recognizable just to, like, you and I carry on a conversation right now. Could you tell if I was dehydrated?
In some aspects.
What's some signs?
So a lot of times people will have the skin under their eyes will kind of sink in. Lips will be very dry, maybe even cracked. Of course, the skin's going to be dry. You're just going to feel fatigued and just drained, like just no energy at all. Of course, dry mouth. But those are just some of the telltale signs. Of course, your labs are what's really going to say, okay, yes, this person is dehydrated.
And you can stay hydrated. I mean, it's drinking water. And name some other things that people should drink if they have dehydration issues.
Well, I'm a go-to for Pedialyte.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of, but I couldn't think of it.
When you're outdoors and you're sweating and you're using a lot of energy, Pedialyte tends to be my go-to when my husband comes home from work in the evenings. I'm like, you need to drink this Pedialyte right here. So, of course, what happens is when we sweat, we lose our sodium.
Right.
And so Pedialyte has a lot of sodium in it. It's all your sports drinks, your Gatorades, your Powerades, even a pickle, high in salt.
Pickle.
Now, people with high blood, I mean, I'm not trying to give medical advice, but yes. So, but you do have to be careful with your salt intake as well.
But I've never
heard. It's kind of a balancing act.
I've never heard pickle. So if I'm thirsty, a pickle?
Well, no, not if you're thirsty. A pickle's not gonna.
Oh, okay.
It's just gonna replace your salt that you've lost as being dehydrated.
But one of the bag of potato chips be just as good.
Yeah. In my opinion.
Because I've run into that low sodium.
Yeah.
Because if a person drinks a lot of soft drinks, that to me that's not That's not a good thing.
It's
I think
not.
water, but even if you're not dehydrated, water and Pedialyte, is that?
Yes. So our body survives off of water.
Yeah.
It requires water if it requires nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, your water, your sports drinks. Of course, you said the sodas. To me, they just make me more thirsty.
Yeah. I'm
And
not
I
a
don't
soda
know if it's the
person.
caffeine that stimulates you to have to go, use the restroom, and then you're losing more fluids, and so it all works together in a big circle.
But Jessica, dehydration, because I almost lost it, and I've been honest a couple times, and most time it was her being so dehydrated that I would have to literally put her in the wheelchair to take her into the cancer center to get her fluids. Folks, that's real stuff we're talking about.
Yep.
We'll be right back. Eula Mays, good morning to everybody at Eula Mays, which is located inside the square, downtown Alexander City on Calhoun Street. It being Friday, they run a special every day, except Thursday because they close on Thursdays. Chicken tender snack with fries and drink, only $8 at Eula Mays. Breakfast is being served right now, but also lunch, supper time. If you've not tried that ribeye steak at nighttime, that filet at nighttime, and I haven't, put it on your things to do for this Friday night. Eula Mays, downtown Alexander City.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleep for, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South. Turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762 or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
There's a place in Springville, Alabama. You can go and have some fun. You can bring your whole family and stay until the day is done. It's that place called Homestead Hollow.
Mark your calendar for Mother's Day weekend, May 8th, 9th, and 10th at Homestead Hollow in Springville. Kids 12 and under get in free. HomesteadHollow.com.
Hometown Pharmacy located at 839 Airport Drive here in Alexander City, conveniently located right adjacent to Temple Medical Clinic. Go by and visit the friendly staff where they treat you like family. And remember the drive-through window. All major insurances are accepted. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and then on Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Give them a call at 256-329-0900. That's Hometown Pharmacy, serving our hometown.
Chick-fil-A, good morning to the, I always like to say to the Chick-fil-A team because they are a team. You know, the weekend's here. My favorite Saturday thing is to go to Chick-fil-A for that egg white grill, the parfait, orange juice, and just sit there and just enjoy myself, seeing folks. But I always like to remind you that they cater, and they do a great job catering too. Maybe you've got a fundraiser. Maybe I'm putting words into Lois Ann's mouth right now, but check with her about catering and fundraisers at Chick-fil-A Highway 280 in Alexander City. Jessica Fuller with us out here from Ivy Creek, which covers a lot of areas. I was just asking you because I want to make sure, because I didn't want to put you on the spot, and but I see you when I volunteer at Dr. Edwards a lot. At Benjamin Russell Advanced Care Center, which is just a beautiful place.
It really is.
You got good people there. But is that just part of your communication with Ivy Creek, with doctor and with nurse practitioner?
It is. So when you see me there, that's typically what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm saying, you know, hey, Dr. Edwards, hey, Miss Charette, so-and-so, this is what's going on, or, you know, I might be getting orders signed, or they may be giving referrals. It's a line of communication there, yes. And so a lot of times our field nurses will call me like, hey, Jess, this is what's going on. Can you go by and let Dr. Edwards know? And so I'm like, sure, absolutely.
So a field nurse relays it to you, and you're kind of the go-between between the doctor or the nurse practitioner to get back with the field nurse, correct?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, of course, that field nurse is going to pick up the phone and make the call herself as well. But if it's something that's not urgent, just, you know, I can go in and say, it's more like an update than, yes. But now also, if it's urgent and they can't get on the phone, you know, 'cause sometimes we have to leave a message and then we get a call back. I can just drive over there real quick and say, XYZ. Yeah, drive. I stay driving.
But y'all all over the place.
We are.
And I know I say this all the time too, but it's the truth. The Ivy Creek cars, they're very noticeable.
Yep.
It's just that Ivy Creek name just in the years that we've been dealing with y'all, how strong a force y'all are. And what I think people are finding out more and more what Ivy Creek is all about.
I believe you are correct. So Ivy Creek is, you know, homegrown, basically.
Yeah, you're right.
And to me, that's what makes it special too.
But when you say Ivy Creek, you've worked with hospice.
I have.
Home health, and some other areas that they cover.
Well, so the hospice and the home health is basically both.
The two, okay.
They're the same, but different. We're both going into homes inside the community. I have not worked inside Lake Martin Hospital.
Okay.
But Ivy Creek is
part of that.
A branch of Lake Martin Hospital.
In fact, I think Nancy Bolden told me that Ivy Creek employs about 600 folks.
Oh, I would think.
I mean, you know, when you start bringing in all those areas that we're talking about, and when she told me that a month or so ago, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And so that's strong.
It is. Ivy Creek, we have urgent cares. We've got Doctors on the Hill in Dadeville. And then we've got our Elmore locations that have several urgent cares. Of course, your doctor's offices, the Elmore Community Hospital.
Let me ask you a question, because this month, being May, a lot of graduating seniors, and a lot of them are looking to go into this profession. What do you tell them? If they really don't know anything about the profession, and a lot of them just say, I want to be a nurse. I know that's kind of a broad statement, but what do you tell them to encourage them?
Well,
or discourage them? Really?
Yeah, so I try to tell young people that if you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reason.
And that goes with any profession. I agree with you 100% on
Yeah, well, just because you're taking care of people, you know, it's a real deal situation. You have to have compassion and the drive to want to help someone. Because it can be a little overwhelming
Right.
sometimes.
It gets personal because y'all become part of these people's families, literally.
Yes, and people are looking at you, and people are happy, and people are angry, and people are sad, and people are kind. There's
You really into all of it.
Yes. So that is one thing. But another thing that I like to tell my daughter and all her friends, and this doesn't just correlate with nursing, but with choosing a career. You know, a lot of times when I look back on being young and having to make a decision, I was like, well, golly, that takes a long time to do. That takes 8 years. That takes 4 years. And so I always try to tell my young folks that the time is going to pass regardless.
Right.
That 8 years is going to happen. So you might as well be working towards something
Do you also,
productive.
do you tell them to, if you're wanting to be a nurse, shadow somebody?
Well, you know, you have to be inside the program in order to do anything like that. You could, you know, work inside a doctor's office maybe as like a medical assistant, but in order to actually be able to shadow a nurse, you do have to be in the nursing program.
I just learned something. You know, I've also have heard people say that are in this profession, we can teach you the job, but we can't teach you compassion, the heart. I mean, that's do you either have it or you don't. And that's not knocking anybody. You know, some people just don't have that. I don't mean to say the love for people, but that love for people really it is.
Yeah.
Man, it's so
you have to be driven to want to help
people.
Yes.
And a lot because young folks, we're talking to you pretty strong right now because you're getting ready to graduate. A lot of you getting ready to graduate, and this is you got that big old world out in front of you. Did you know when you graduated from high school? Did you know what you wanted to go into then?
I really had no idea.
Really? I've never known that.
I really had no idea. I knew that I needed to do something.
Probably mom and dad probably told you that too.
Yeah, so I just started with just my basic education outside of high school, and I actually went to cosmetology school first. Yeah.
Well, that's a good profession for a lot of guys and gals. It's a growing profession.
It is.
So that's, I think you have to go where your love is.
You do.
What you truly love.
do.
With what you do, I see that. And not just out here, I see that when you're out and about with people. But to all the employees, no matter what area you work in with Ivy Creek, we thank you a whole bunch. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you.
And I'll see you
for
again
having me.
real soon.
I'm sure.
We'll be right back. Oh, my goodness alive. I love to talk food, especially when it's good food, and I know that's what they get, good food. Well, I know on Fridays at Coon's Corner, they go have whole and filet fried catfish. That's just a given. Pork barbecue today, chicken tenders, loaded potatoes, green beans, broccoli, cheese and rice, fried okra, and cherry cobbler. And breakfast is being served right now at Coon's Corner Deli.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you always.
And obituaries are brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mrs. Lenora J. McGuire, 83, of Chelsea, formerly of Alexander City, will be at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Hillview Memorial Park. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. Funeral service for Mrs. Maddie Maud Han Jones, 92, of Alexander City, will be at 1 o'clock today at the New Salem Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Bethlehem New Salem Cemetery. The family will also receive friends today from 11:30 to 12:45 at New Salem Baptist Church. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. And a celebration of life service will be held at a later date for Mr. Ronnie Wade Baker. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To these families and to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA. And we will be right back for more Hour of the Front Porch.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers, Hillaby Street, Alexander City, Alabama's been there for many decades. Grace's Flowers, it's all about flowers. It's flower power at Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street. Let me just tell you, you're in the doghouse, you need flowers. You need to cheer somebody up, you need flowers. Who do you think about? You think about Grace's Flowers. Grace's Flowers been there again for decades. Hillaby Street, 234-4238. Grace's Flowers.
Alex City Marine is booming at our new state-of-the-art facility on Highway 280 in the Gap. Alex City Marine has expanded with the best in Landau pontoon boats and Suzuki outboards. But now, we added premium black fin center consoles and performance-driven excursion pontoons. See Steven and the crew for the best in on-time service for any boat and our huge new on-site boat storage and wet slip combo deals. Call the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. A new year means new challenges for your land needs, and now is the best time to gear up at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Right now through spring, Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has to clear all Mahindra 2024 and 2025 inventory with terms up to 84 months. We also have all implements to harvest and tame any land job. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors also has a huge selection of Spartan zero-turn mowers with 0 down and 0% interest up to 60 months on select models. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Let me tell you what's going on at Playhouse Cinema tonight and for the weekend. Michael, The Devil Wears Prada, and the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That's all three of them going on. And get you a big old box of popcorn and get them squirt a little butter on it. Let's talk politics, because today's May the 1st, right around the corner. In fact, we're 18 days away from election. Alabama State Senator District 27, Jay Hovey, with us out here. Good morning. Man, you just got through having a good conversation, and we wouldn't even know.
I know. We should have been recording a few minutes ago. That's good. Thanks for having me. It's always great to be here.
Thank you. Why you want to run again? Let's just start. Just
come out swinging.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair. No, listen. I never want to go without. I don't want it to go without saying this is the greatest honor of my life. You know, and,
I see that.
Have had no political aspirations before. This is, I've said that from the get-go. This is just something that I sort of, saw opportunities that opened up and wanted to help the best I can. I feel like we've spent the last 4 years kind of getting the lay of the land, finding that rhythm, making connections, and that's the biggest thing. And that was the biggest learning curve in Montgomery was just how important it was to get to know people, let them know me.
Relationships.
And most of what we do down there never makes the headlines. It's not necessarily newsworthy, but it's the opportunity to do right by your friends and families and neighbors. And it's usually around a dinner table or at a desk, not in a committee room. And so we're honing those relationships. I feel like we're right on the cusp with some great things, and it would be an honor to come back.
I think about what you're just saying. I think about those things that never make the news. That's those good things because it's not negative. Negative just sells real good, and you dwell on that positive. That's what we like to do out here on the show. You dwell on that positive, and things. You surround yourself with good people.
That's right,
and that's what you've done with those relationships.
I'm asked. That's one of the and especially because it was we're just wrapped up my fourth session, which is the tail end of my first term, and in Montgomery, and I'm asked all the time, and especially early on, what's been your biggest surprise? When you get to Montgomery. Because that could be anything for a lot of different people, but I think I've really fallen in, and I still, the first time I answered that question, I think I would answer it the same way today. It's the good people that are there. I showed up maybe, again, because politics isn't in my blood, and it wasn't something I've been planning on. I probably showed up a little cynical, and a little guarded, had my defenses up, and it doesn't take long to find good people. Just put yourself in the right position and be good to people. And so I probably went down there expecting a bunch of folks that I had to look out for, and they're there. They're there. Yeah. But
they will always be there.
Exactly. But good people find good people, and so that's been the most refreshing thing and rewarding.
You have your family has a family business.
Yes.
That you're not part of, or that you chose to go this route, and I'm glad you did. What did you learn? And I'll probably ask you this, but what did you learn from your dad, or maybe even from your brothers, that's helped you where you are now?
No, my grandfather started a precast concrete operation in Opelika, Southern Manhole, and that's Southern Manhole, and shipping concrete products all over the Southeast. When I was a little bitty boy, and my dad took over. My grandfather passed away when my dad was young, when I was young, and a little early. But Dad took over the family business. And put us to work. I'm the oldest of three boys. I've got two younger brothers. We're all close in age, but we were knocking manhole formers out, and we were pouring concrete and doing molds, setting up molds in the summertime. I was driving a rubber-tired loader and a crane before I could drive a pickup truck.
Really?
And so Dad put us to work early. And
work ethic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. My mom is a retired school teacher. She taught fourth grade at Beauregard Elementary School for, her career, and she had me in this my summertime job. If I wasn't on the manhole yard, or the concrete yard, I was waxing floors at Beauregard Elementary School just because mom was there getting her classroom ready. So she got me a job with Mr. Miller, the principal, and I was painting hallway walls and waxing floors. So
you love what you're doing there because you've already been there.
That's a little bit. That's right.
But all that was preparing you for what you're doing today.
Well, just to put your head down and do the right thing, do good work, and it'll all pan out in the end.
State Senator for District 27. Kind of explain to folks what Of course, he's asking for your vote too, on May the 19th, which is right around the corner.
Fair.
But tell folks that some of your duties or some things going on.
Sure. Well, I had the. It's really neat. In that first campaign, there are 35 Senate districts across the state.
Okay.
I'm District 27. There's 35 senators.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine the state, divided into 35, equal districts, representing a little over 150,000 people, which is a bunch. But I get to represent parts of Russell County, Lee County, and Tallapoosa.
Okay.
And so it's been really great to previously served on Auburn City Council.
I didn't realize
and
that.
so I served before the Senate. I served on Auburn City Council, and so I represented sort of your neighborhood.
Yeah.
My little neck of the woods there in Auburn. This was an opportunity. I was telling you earlier. I grew up. My dad's from Opelika. I grew up in the Beauregard community. Went to Beauregard High School. Still go to church at Providence Baptist Church in Beauregard.
Okay.
But this was a neat opportunity, and that's why I love where I'm at now is the opportunity to serve my second grade Sunday school teacher.
Yeah.
My junior high school vice principal. So it's a broader reach, but I represent parts of those Russell, Lee, and Tallapoosa County on state issues and bringing those results back to East Alabama.
Extended neighborhood.
Exactly.
I mean, that's all
sure.
it is. These are people you grew up with. You just said it, but that's got to be a fun challenge.
Well, a fun challenge. It is a challenge, because there are a lot of opinions about what needs to be done and what isn't being done, and I agree with so many of them, and so we just do the best we can. And one challenge is to get out and that's a bigger footprint. And so, I've had to try and make an effort to be everywhere at once, and so there's a lot of folks that I haven't met,
That ain't gonna happen.
I know, but that's been the challenge, is to really try to put myself out there and be everywhere at once. And
is it hard for you to ask somebody for their vote?
Well, yes.
Maybe that's not a fair
statement.
No, I mean,
it is. I mean, I want to show why, and maybe that's why I'm not the best textbook politician.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I want them to want to vote for me. I know I need to ask for that vote, but I just the way I was raised and the way I still operate in most other areas of my life, I just try to put out a good product, be a good person, and make them want to vote for me. Make them want to like me. And
it sells itself.
Sometimes you got to do the closing though. Sometimes you got to ask for the vote, and I understand that.
One thing I've found out over the years, and just talking with politicians, again, I'm not going to consider you a politician.
Elected official.
If you don't, okay,
that feels a little better.
If you don't mind, but people tell me. People have told me you didn't ask me for your vote.
That's fair.
And I'm thinking, wow, I guess that kind of personalized it when you asked. Because Andy Tucker, for instance, was on the show a while back. He said, this is in one of the elections, he said, nobody ever came by and asked me for a vote. And this one person came by, and I didn't really know him, but he asked me for his vote, and that's why I voted for him. Do you ever run into that?
Sure. And actually, yesterday, I'll open myself up. I had I got a phone call from a fellow I've known for years, in and around Lee County, but he called wanting to make a contribution to the campaign, and I told him that he'd been on my mind. I'd seen a campaign sign in his one of his places of business, and he had allowed me to put some up there 4 years ago. And wanted to broach the subject, and he said, "Well, he asked, and I said, "Okay." He said, "Please put one of yours up there next to it." Wow. And so you just don't think. So that's me. That's a hurdle for Jay. I'm just being honest.
Sure.
Being real.
I appreciate that.
When I saw it, I thought, "Gee whiz, man! I hope I didn't do something to cross him or whatever." I just simply didn't ask him. And he said, "Jay, you got my vote." He said, "He just knocked on the door and asked if he could put a sign up." So I've got to be better about. Not being bashful in that regard.
Yeah.
So I mean, that happens all the time. You just never know, and I'm learning.
Your mom being a fourth grade school teacher, what'd you learn from mom where it can help you in being an elected official? I'll put it that way.
Well, my mom is wonderful. Now, she was a disciplinarian a lot of times. She ran a tight ship, and she had to do that out of a classroom, and she raised 3 boys. We joke she raised 4 boys. If my dad was just the oldest, but my mom raised 4 boys. 3 she birthed. But mom is still is very, very put together and runs a tight ship and being organized and being diligent and following through on things has been the biggest lesson that mom learned, and to listen to everybody. Mom had to you know, in a fourth grade classroom, you've got, you know, you got youngsters, and then you've got parents, and you've got to interact with all of them and try to make sure everybody's on the same page. So she's great.
It starts at home. We'll be right back. Lake Martin, Davil area Chamber of Commerce, to everybody, to every member and everybody that's involved in it now, thank you, because there's so many things that's going on around Tallapoosa County that the Lake Martin, Davil area Chamber of Commerce is right behind. We appreciate that. This year's a big year with Lake Martin being 100 years old, our country being 250 years old, and Lake Martin Davil Area Chamber of Commerce is right there in the mix of it, making sure that we know all about it.
Medicare for Veterans, MedicareSalute.com. Medicare for Veterans, helping to maximize your VA, CHAMP VA, and TRICARE benefits. Call 256-675-5315 today. Ask for Amber Walker. Ask about Medicare, life, health, dental, and final expenses. Do that today. Call 256-675-5315.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Election time right around the corner, 18 days, but who's counting? Maybe this guy right here is Jay Hovey out here with us, Alabama State Senator, District 21. 35 districts, and yours is Russell, Opelika, or Lee rather, and Tallapoosa County.
That's right.
So you got 150,000?
Little over 150, 155,000 people, you know, in that district. And it's parts of those counties, so parts of Russell, just a little sliver of Russell, most of Lee County, kind of 2/3 of Lee County, the western side of Lee County, and almost all of Tallapoosa County. It's funny, you can look at my district map, you know, follows the county line of Tallapoosa County, but Alex City proper is kind of chomped out a little bit and pulled over into the Coosa County. Clyde Chambliss is my partner in Tallapoosa County there with Alex City.
He's had a birthday a while
He
back.
did, about last week.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know, I think about who you're working with. Between Russell, Lee, and Tallapoosa, what are we wanting? What are we wanting out of you this time, or in the last 4 years?
Yeah, well, you know, we all want the same thing, you know, and that's, I feel like I'm down there to protect our quality of life, and it doesn't matter if you're, you know, down from the southern part of Russell County of my district to the northern part of Tallapoosa County. You know, we are lucky. We really are in a lovely. I've got one of the best districts in the state, and I'll argue that, and I don't have to argue that. You know, in Montgomery, folks know it. That's right.
It's yours. I mean,
we have a great quality of life, great product in community here in East Alabama or in District 27, and I feel like my job is just not to mess with it. You know, to protect it and be defensive.
You know, I think about. I'm not so much Russell County, but I think about Lee County and Tallapoosa County and how they're merging.
Oh, sure.
Almost. You see it. I mean,
Absolutely.
You see it every day.
Absolutely. It's, you know, it's been so great. And that really has been the biggest pleasure the last 4 years is getting to know so many people up in Tallapoosa County. And then their connections with Lee County, which is obviously my hometown, you know, my neck of the woods. But, you know, we mingle so much that it's amazing.
I look at Lake Martin this year having its 100-year anniversary. That's got to be a huge plus. If that's part of your district.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Are you a lake person?
I am. I joke. My wife and I love Lake Martin. My brother and my father have lake houses.
Okay.
So that's the best thing. I don't have one. Ann and I don't have one, but
so you get to go visit them.
Exactly. But we have a boat, you know, up at Harbor Point, and spend a lot of time on the lake and love it very much.
You know, I think about boats now versus me growing up in the 60s and 70s here. We had a little cabin on Lake Martin way back when in the 60s and 70s, had a 70 Mercury, which in those days, that was a big boat, a big motor. Trolling motors have more than that these days, but it's monsters. I was on the lake a while back or going down to the lake. There's a lot of growth going on, a lot of building going on. You got to love that. Your district is growing.
It is growing, you know, but there are growing pains, you know, associated with that. Yeah. You know, and a lot of folks are resistant to that, you know. So I think we've seen that in Lee County, and that's anywhere you've got an influx of people, you know, and some growth. You've got people that don't want to see things change, you know, don't want to see the traffic, don't want to see their neighborhoods change, and don't want to have to put up with folks that aren't from that neck of the woods. But there are so many benefits to it, you know, and you really have to find that sweet spot and balance it. And I think, you know, the Tallapoosa County Commissioners, I get an opportunity to work with a whole lot, are very cognizant of that, you know, and how do we manage that growth. Excited about Chuck Ledbetter's ideas down in Dadeville.
He loves it too.
He sees it, and he wants to. He coined the phrase, and I don't want to misquote him, but he wants Dadeville to be considered, you know, everybody's backyard. You know, and you know the lake's backyard, the backyard of the lake. And I'm excited to see what he's got going down there. But you know, and Alex City's always been you know, integral to the goings and comings of Lake Martin. So it's I think everyone is working fairly lockstep in trying to make sure we manage that growth and make sure we don't lose what's so great about our neck of the woods.
I think we've seen it. Of course, I'm talking about Tallapoosa County now, but I'm thinking we're seeing it now more than ever. Our mayor in Alexander City, Mike Dinsmore, Dadeville Mayor Chuck Ledbetter, the chambers working together.
Oh yeah.
The city council. I mean, you know, and everybody's working together, and it's making us a strong force. And that's got to be good. That's got to help you out.
That is key. And it has been lovely to see, especially over the last year and a half, 2 years. Because I feel like that's really been, we've seen a ramp up in that period of time. Everybody come together, and we've obviously had changes and turnover, in a lot of those areas.
That will always be.
There will always be, but it didn't take long. There's nobody out on an island, nobody fighting to try to protect their little spot. Everybody sees the benefit in working together, and so it's pretty neat watching it all come together.
I don't mean to be chuckling right now, but I was thinking about what you said a while ago about the traffic. Let me tell you something. 280, it ain't gonna get any better.
No.
Is that a good, bad problem? Probably so.
Yeah, I mean it's
growth.
Growth. It needs it. We've got to. You've got to put up with some of that activity, we'll call it, to support your businesses that you're gonna, as a resident that you want to support. And they sometimes. Working in and around Auburn, we see that growing up. It's so dependent on football season, or a successful football season, and as Auburn has grown and as Lee County has grown, some of those businesses that have been so dependent on a few months out of the year can have a little bit of relaxation when they've got a little bit of comfort, when you've got more people to kind of support a business year round. And you're going to see that up and down the 280 corridor. Look, those visitors are supporting businesses that we need to stay vibrant.
But we're seeing it grow. We're seeing, go back to Lee County and Tallapoosa County, and that's a good growth. I guess I'd go back up to Birmingham area. I see that Chelsea area there. it's growing like crazy up that way. It's coming this way.
Sure. Yeah, we don't want it to come all the way down here.
Easy.
That's right. We want to make sure we have good planning and zoning ahead of all that, just to make sure we do protect what we've got, because I respect that, and I do not want to see anything lost with too much growth. But I think but you have to plan for it, and when you've got a good product, they're going to come, and so you can't stick your head in the sand and assume it's not going to come.
Have you seen your District 27 grow since in the last 4 years?
Yeah, it'll be real interesting to see what happens after the next census data comes out in 2030, and I think we'll see some in
2030. Okay.
2030.
Every 10 years.
Every 10 years,
okay.
And so we'll go through some redistricting and reapportionment. I haven't participated in that previously, but you think about the growth in East Alabama, and then Madison and Huntsville area and Baldwin County. So there's going to be some significant. We're probably one of this district and the surrounding districts. Obviously, if you move lines, here it's going to affect over there, and I think we're going to see some decent changes just in district lines and what that looks like in a few years.
I think about the 2020 census. That was a year of COVID.
That's true.
And
That's right.
It's probably a lot of people have moved. A lot of people moved from where their offices. They're working out of their houses now. So 2030, which is just right around the corner, just like May 19th, it's right around the corner. I'm going to let you look in this camera right over here to the left, and I'm going to ask you to tell them who to vote for on May 19th.
Folks, it really has been an honor. I don't say that with any hesitation. It's been an honor to serve you the last 4 years. And on May 19th, I do ask for your vote to put me back in office, and let's keep this area moving forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being out here today. Folks, we'll see y'all back out here tomorrow. Henderson Tire, Auto, and Repair, right across from where we are right now on Highway 22. He's been in the business for a long time. Of course, that's Jesse Henderson. Also has Henderson Glass. But if you're looking for somebody to work on your vehicle, he's got some top-notch mechanics right there. Top-notch mechanics. Yeah, I said that right. Henderson Tire and Auto Repair. Come see him today.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton, Clearing, and Grading is Cody and LD Benton. and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Lake Life Wellness Studio is located in downtown Dadeville behind the courthouse. Lake Life is more than a place you want to come to move. It's a lifestyle. We didn't just want to open a studio. We wanted to build a community and recharge here at Lake Martin, offering Pilates, yoga, sauna, and cold plunge. Check out our Lake Life Wellness Studio merchandise, which is officially here. Sign up for a membership today and be part of the Lake Life Wellness Studio community. Visit our website, lakelifewellnessstudio.com, and be sure to follow us on social media.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Well, it's 55 degrees right now on this Friday morning. We got a little rain coming in this afternoon, about a 50% chance of rain, 68 for the high, 55 right now, 68 for a high today, 51 in rain tonight. Going into the weekend, first weekend of May, tomorrow 68 and 44, 50% chance of rain. Then it's going to start warming up a little bit. I say warming up in the 70s through Wednesday, 40s and 50s at nighttime. But no rain after tomorrow. So we got some much needed rain, and we getting plenty of it. 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Michelle, not east, west, not east, south, or north. Miss Michelle West with us out here. Let me see if I can get that right. Good morning. With Main Street. But not just Main Street. You're a real estate. You're in the workout.
Yeah, I do it. I wear a couple hats, depending on what hour of the day it is.
and those are, you have long days.
I do. Yes.
To be a real estate, I know you come out here.
I should cut that out, shouldn't I? I should take it easy a little bit more.
I just think about you being in real estate, and I think about people that want to get in real estate. That's time consuming.
It is.
It's 7 day a week job.
You're on call.
Yeah, on call, yeah. y'all fixing to do something that bingo is popular no matter where you do it.
Isn't it great?
But this is something
fun.
different. This is Cinco de Mayo bingo that's coming Tuesday, 6 to 8 at Broad Street Plaza, and I've been telling folks the wrong place.
That's okay. We just made a decision last week. We think that Broad Street Plaza is going to be a better fit for us. It's going to be beautiful weather and a lot of fun, family friendly. We've got Oliver and Ross Bar Service that's going to make us some margaritas. We've got Taqueria Vita that's going to be doing some sidewalk sales with some of their tacos and things along that line. So
very fitting.
It's going to be fun. Yeah.
But this is Broad Street Plaza is on Broad Street, downtown Alexander City. You got the nice the fountain there. Really good chair. People use that a lot, Michelle.
Not enough.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let's use it more often.
But for things like this is good. But you're right. It's just a handful of people that use it.
We used to a few years back. We used to use it quite a bit. You know, we used to have the farmers market over there. We used to do some poker runs, and that used to be just kind of like a great staging area. And I'd like to bring that back and use that side of town a little bit more often.
Yeah, because it's a. Let me tell you what. Just about any time of the day, it's packed with cars over there.
It
really surprised.
It's busier than you give it credit. You know, with the hair salons, the nail salons, the restaurants that are over there. That Taqueria Vita is the hidden gem of downtown Alexander City.
I agree.
It's the most authentic Mexican food that you can get.
It's at the bottom.
Yes. Yes, and it is so good. And then you've got Jake's and Alex City Nutrition, so there's some great places.
We're of course, you know me, I'm always going to pull for Main Street in downtown Alexander City. I mean, I just am. We're fortunate. We've got a lot of great people that have invested. I won't get to naming folks because I'll leave somebody out, but thank y'all for investing, because that's how it's going to grow. That's the only way it's going to grow.
It is, and we need that. We need that commitment. We need that passion for keeping it well kept or renovated. And thankfully, we do have a handful of them, but we could always use some more. We're seeing some great movement downtown. I'm excited about Herring House that's going to be opening on Main Street. Carlisle's coming back to life.
Okay. Tell them where
Vicky Herring, that's at the square right now. She's going to be opening right next to Cloud 9. It's going to be Herring House with booths and a coffee shop inside. And there'll be some availability to do some gatherings in there.
She told me that, and I forgot about the coffee shop in there. Good for her.
Yes, it's going to be fantastic.
But Vicky is a business person.
She's fantastic.
She's a hard-working business person. Amanda Sullivan, Mama, is going to be back this month, so I know she's probably looking forward to that. Of course, Baby Jack's doing well. But,
so cute. Saw him last week. He's grown. He's the tiniest little thing.
Yeah.
He's pretty adorable.
Well, she's a little bitty thing. Also, how's your lovely daughter doing?
Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of her.
She's not in 6th grade anymore.
No, she's not. So she finished her cosmetology program at Southern Union. She has taken her written part of her state board, and she's getting ready to take her physical part of state. But something I'm so proud of her. She surprised me last Friday, showing up at my house. And she was doing hair and makeup for the Russell Lands fashion show that they had down there. And just in her element, I went down in there and peeked at her. And
what an experience.
Karen Keeson tapped her to do that. And thank you so much for that experience. And Rhonda Gaskins gave her a little nudge that she needed, because she didn't want to take off work from Nippers at Lake Martin. But that was where she needed to be, because that's what she's going to do for her career. She needed to do that hair and makeup. And
we were just talking about people going into nursing, because nursing is big, and then the other one was cosmetology. And I think you've got to have that passion and that gift of gab too.
Yes.
Does she have the gift? Because I never have talked to her a whole lot.
She called me last week, and she had somebody in her chair that was just, talking to her like she's a hairdresser, like hairdressers give her the talk. can't say too
That
much.
is the
I
funny-
can't say too much, but
That is the
in between
funny-
highlights, Reagan had called me. She's like, "Mom, I've got some tea for you."
That is the funniest thing.
It was.
Because and she will get better and better and better at that. You know, she's got to be a good listener.
She makes me cry just thinking
Bless
about
her
how
heart.
funny it tickled me, just the conversation. Again, I can't say too much. But,
Is she?
but she's like, "Mom, I got to think of questions so I can get some more tea on this."
Tell her to do this, because this has worked for me. Whatever questions she's looking for, whatever they just got through talking about, pull it out of there. That's where I get it, because I don't go by a script so much, and you got to pay attention. You got to, it's kind of like pay attention class. We go ask questions after a while.
She's just adorable. I'm so proud of her. She's just adorable.
Well, good for
Just
her.
like she wanted to do this since she was 14 years old, and it was just something that she just is. She's on track.
What was it about? What was the?
She just
the
likes.
interest?
It's the hair. She loves doing hair and just
Was
the
she like that as a
transformation.
little girl?
No.
Really?
No. She was the perfect combination of tomboy and princess at the same
Yep,
time.
I see that.
She, we never did big bows or anything like that. But as she got older and started playing around with her hair, she was doing her friend's hair and things along that line. She's going to be fantastic at it.
Really?
I can't wait to see where
So
this
she
takes
went.
her.
She went to Southern Union. Is that a 2-year, 1 year? Or?
She did it in a blink of an eye.
Did
She did summer school.
Did she do dual enrollment?
A little bit, but she wanted to work while she was in high school. But it's a great program. I think it's an 18-month program. She came out with a certificate. So
Good for her.
And she's working at Dollhouse in Auburn, a client of mine at the fitness studio. She said, "Your daughter's in cosmetology. Send her to me." So
Wow.
she started answering the phone and washing hair for Nikki Trailer and that has Dollhouse. And they
I love
love her, and Nikki has been a fantastic mentor, and she loves the girls that
Good.
she works with, Ivy Vickers and Raven. They have all just really helped out Reagan tremendously, and she's gotten to see a different side of that industry where they do high-end extensions and colors along that line. So.
But I would also think with those girls that are helping her, that's cool. She's been a good listener.
She's just getting started.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot wait to see where this girl goes. And she's-
But that can open up so many doors. And what I mean by that, Michelle, you never know whose hair you're fixing, or who all of a sudden they like her a whole bunch and they offer her this job wherever. Do you think she'd want to move to another state? I'm just getting personal.
It hurts me to think about that.
Yeah.
She's far enough away as
Yeah.
it is. Having her in Auburn is not close enough. But but yeah, this is something that she can do anywhere. So she's got that.
Yeah, you're right about that, and it's a good trade.
It
if
really
you want
is.
to call it a trade.
I hate that we don't have it here in Alexander City. So maybe we can work on that.
Well, maybe that's something that she gets involved. Maybe that's something that y'all can team up.
I think that I talked to Jeff at the college, and it's based on income, the programs that they pick, and the hairdressers don't always report everything
Sure.
that they
I don't blame
get.
them.
So the certificate programs that they have available are based on income. And
I would think working at Niffers has been good for her.
yeah, she loves it.
Because let me tell you what, working in a restaurant, I never worked at one.
I did it for 15 years, and
But I've worked in selling men's clothes in retail. Oh, John Q. Public. It could be something to deal with. We'll be right back. Glenn Smith is in Opelika, Alabama, Lee County, where we're talking about, where they just have a lot. When I say a lot, I'm going to say a lot 2 times. A lot full and a lot of GMC trucks. Every color and size under the sun. Go by and visit with them today at Glenn Smith, Opelika, Alabama.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Families in East Alabama are worried about the cost of groceries and their rising bills. Senator Jay Hovey is working on solutions, cutting taxes and red tape, helping Auburn University get its fair share, making sure our schools and our communities are safe. Jay Hovey is a proud Christian and a conservative Republican who puts you first. No headlines, no ego, just results. Because working hard isn't a slogan. On May 19th, re-elect Jay Hovey to the Alabama State Senate.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Ellick City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Elect Shane West, Tallapoosa County Commissioner, District 4. Shane was on just recently, and this is a passion of his. But one thing that he says, he said, "I'm retired. I have time. I can get in there and work for what District 4 needs." Elect Shane West, Tallapoosa County Commissioner, District 4. May the 19th, too. Michelle West with us out here with Main Street. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. You being out here, one, but the farmers market that begins Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday, May the 23rd, 7 to 11, and it will be in the area, in the parking lot of the old courthouse.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's the heart of downtown, right across from the roundabout. I know we've got about 20 vendors that are committed to this year, so it is growing. I know that Memorial Day weekend, we'll have a bounce house, we'll have bubbles for the kids, and we'd really love for people to come out and make a longer time. Come out for the farmers market, but spend some time downtown. A lot of the shops are opening up earlier.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So, it's an opportunity to come and enjoy our downtown.
The one thing about the farmers market, it's just a family thing. I mean, everybody's, out and about, laughing and talking and seeing folks. But, and I would, I'm not 100% sure, but I would think that first one, you won't have the biggest amount of produce or vegetables coming off. There'll be plenty, but not
in years
not
past. Not not everything is perfectly in season.
Right, exactly
but
right.
Memorial Day weekend is usually one of our bigger weekends as far as the vendors that come out in attendance and the people coming to downtown Alexandria, because it's really the opening weekend of the lake.
You're right. It kicks it off.
So people are coming off the lake and coming into downtown.
What does
starting their day and getting some fresh produce and some things to take home.
And it runs through July the 25th.
Yes, the end of July.
And I like that, and because when you get into August, a lot of times things have quit putting out, and it's just too dead blame hot, just to be honest with you.
You're right about that. Yeah, when I first started doing this, we were going to the end of August. We were doing July or Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Right.
We just noticed a huge drop off in that August month. It's just hot, and it's just it's hard to get people out. It's not worth it for the vendors. It's not worth it to the work that goes into putting that market on.
You said you had 20 vendors. Can you name some of them, or what type of stuff they will have?
The Courtneys and the Manns will be back with their fresh produce. They have been our local farmers. We've had to expand the market. It's not just a farmer's market anymore. But we'll have Darlene Meadows and her baked goods. We'll have Hard Work Farms with their chickens and the crafts and the crochet and some of the cups and trinkets that will be custom made. And
will the bee folks be there?
Will which one?
The bee.
We have maybe 2 or 3 different bee farmers.
Okay,
The honey,
I knew they were there.
Lake Martin Honey. I think that's David Whitaker. And I'm trying to think of some of the other. Blue Tick. I remember. You put me on the spot.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
But they have some fantastic honey, and I know there's another one that I'm forgetting. And
It just goes right along with the farmers market, and those guys and gals love what they do. I've had them out here on the show.
Pick up your produce, pick up your honey, pick up your flowers, and probably a gift or two as well.
All right, we got that. That will start May the 23rd. We'll continue to remind you about that. Just go ahead and put it on your things to do, because that does kick off the summer. And then May the 9th, which will be next Saturday, the second Saturday cleanup, which is really grown.
It really has, thanks to Steve Robinson, who has thrown some skin in the game.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yes. So first prize is $1,000 to a nonprofit church group. Sports team. You get a point for every person that you bring out for the cleanup, and then you get a point for every trash bag collected. Arise has brought out, we have some homeschoolers from Christian Academy that have been coming out by the tens of people, and then Civitan Club has been a consistent contributor to that.
But you think about this, you want to do a fundraiser. Well, get out there and work for it. That's what I like about it.
There's too much trash on the side of the roads. And I know, bless Alex City, we've got some hardworking people at Alex City and the litter crew. But there's just some areas of town that just, we could be out there every single week cleaning them. And for whatever reason, there's trash on the side of the road.
Let me tell you something. Michelle West, you won't just see her in her office. You'll see her out there on the railroad track cleaning up. Because I see her.
We're not supposed to.
I know. But I see see her
Don't
out
tell
there.
Norfolk Southern.
but I see you out there picking up.
I like being outside.
I know you do. I know you do. But I'm gonna go back to this second Saturday cleanup. First place is $1,000. Second place is $600, nonprofit again. Third place is $400. So nonprofit sports teams and, like you said, and church groups are welcome.
Youth groups, the baseball teams, you know, something else that you're trying to raise money for. You know, we're really not that picky. You know, when we first started doing it, it had to be a nonprofit. But Steve Robinson, he just wants to see the participation. So thank you, Steve, for everything you do to help out with this.
Do you think we're a cleaner city in general? Your honest opinion, or do we still need to work on it?
That's a tough. You're putting me on the spot,
I
and
know.
I was like, I
But
would say,
you always tell it like it
I'm
is.
going to answer that we could be cleaner.
Okay.
We could be cleaner.
I think I always bring up my old buddy Rusty Towns that lives on South Central or North Central. He's out there, maybe not every day, but going up and down and picking up trash all the way up to Washington Street. We need more young people doing that same thing and knowing why they're doing it.
People that care about it,
Yeah.
that just don't walk by it, you know. And I'm guilty of it. I drove by Strand Park 2 times this morning, and it's only, what time is it? Because I know this is pre-recorded. But there's 3 cups in Strand Park right now that by the end of the day I will have picked up. But why are we leaving? Why are we just leaving things on the side of the road like that?
I think we need to encourage, and not just encourage our young people. I think we need to put them to work.
We need to set a better example.
I mean that in a kind way. I've even thought about with the baseball teams at the Sportplex. After their game, gather them up, let them go around the baseball fields and pick up trash and get it in their head.
I was raised pack in, pack out. So I'm not leaving anything behind. If I go somewhere, I'm going to leave it cleaner than when I got there.
You should.
And I don't know what is happening and why it's okay to just walk by these things. And why are we putting trash into a can that's already full or overflowing? You know, maybe there's not room for it. Maybe we need to just kind of keep it with us until we find the right place for it.
We got Blues on the Park coming up here in a couple of weeks, and they always leave that cleaner than what it came in, and that's what we're all supposed to do. It's just a thing of just taking a little more effort and a little bit more pride. We'll be right back. Hey, Christopher, what you doing today? Well, Kenny, we are over here at Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle, downtown Rockford, Alabama, right behind the courthouse. We're fully, let me just tell you about us. We're a fully stocked hardware store. We have pine straw. We have Bonnie plants. We even have Bait and Tackle live worms and minnows at Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle in Rockford.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com. The Chambers Tallapoosa Coosa Community Action Committee is a local nonprofit agency whose mission is to enhance the quality of life for low-income persons while also providing services that promote self-sufficiency. We offer programs that include Head Start, family daycare, low-income energy assistance, and weatherization, among others. The central office location is 170 South Broadnack Street in Dadeville. Call 256-825-4287 or online at cacctc.com.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Hillby Home and Garden Shop, formerly Betty's Garden Shops, are located right down below us. And let me tell you, they got a fern sale going on. And I say that, fern sale now through Mother's Day. All remaining Kimberly Queen ferns are $15 each. And of course, that goes along with their other beautiful, very healthy plants at Hillby Home and Garden Shop. Of course, they'll be open 9 to 5 today, 9 to 4 tomorrow, and 1 to 4 on Sunday afternoon. Thank y'all for being with us today. We really do appreciate it. Now, let's see who we got out here on Monday. I know Mayor Chuck Ledbetter will be out here with us at 7. Dadeville Mayor Chuck Ledbetter will be out here at 7. Nancy Bolton will be on with Ivy Creek talking about nurses and hospital week. So that's going on this coming Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. I know we got a little rain coming in here. Still much needed rain. The first day of May, we're going to have rain. Second day of May, we're going to have rain. But then after that, we're going to start having some. Next week's looking like a real pretty week. We hope you have a real pretty weekend, rain or shine. If you would like to be a guest out here on the front porch, we would love to have you. What you got going on where we come out here and have a conversation about it? It's up to you. Ryan, it's up to you to get us out of here.